How do you speed up that budget process? I mean, legally, you have to have this done by this date and this date so that there's not that rush at the end?
I really do think that there needs to be some conversations about when do we receive the big pieces that we need to do our job. You know, whether it's the state forecast. You know, we get that in February. There's a kind of a primer in November. Why couldn't we just update that one? I don't. These are the big
February, March.
Right.
You sit there looking.
Build the budget
off and then adjust.
The November forecast.
Exactly.
And then adjust for February.
Yeah, because we're losing 5 weeks, if not more.
I don't think there's anything stopping us. I just probably said something. Somebody's going to text me and say, no, there's things that stop
Yeah, there
us.
probably are, you know, because that's above our pay grade. But I do think that, you know, if we are charged with an 11-week session, the long one with the budget, we ought to utilize all 11 weeks.
Any ideas here on speeding the process, getting it done?
Well, the majorities that are in charge should just make it incumbent upon them. We're going to get our first round done by X date. We're going to send it to the governor. If he vetoes it, he vetoes it. Then we're going to come back by this date.
Yeah.
And we are not going to.
The funny thing is, John, is that we did that.
That's exactly what happened this
exactly
year.
what
You guys, you did a nice job on finishing on time. We had to go to the special session again. For
Where the
4
special
straight
session
days.
it was interesting.
But it doesn't, it's either party that seems to
Yeah,
happen.
That's not true. When
okay.
when Paul Thiessen was speaker, they ended before my time 2 days early. Everything got finished. There was no problems at all, and the economy was, you know, working great. There were many wonderful accomplishments. This was not done in the dark at night. People knew the bills.
We got
Public knew
structural
the bill.
surpluses. We got MNsure. We got private. We got unionization of daycare workers out of that. Plus, you had a Senate chamber, a House chamber, and a governorship who was all controlled by the same party. If I were in that position, I wouldn't be, you know, too pleased with the fact that we finished with just 2 days, you know, on the agenda. Why didn't you get done with a month? If you knew what you were going to do, why didn't you pass it in April? So I take some umbrage at, you know, the fact that that's not true. If you take a look at any other session where there's a divided government, there have been instances where, you know, we go over session, and this was an agreed to understanding that we were going to come back into session a minute after midnight, because all parties knew that we wanted to get done because we were at the bargaining table, and they wanted to get it done.
And the last 3 days.
And this was not because of a brinksmanship on the part of anyone. Everyone was engaged.
Yes.
And if you take a look and you talk to the people that were in the room, they would say yes.
Yeah.
Well,
They started talking substantively a number of days before, and I said, look, we want to finish on time. There was an understanding that we were going to work collaboratively to come to a conclusion before the time. And candidly, you know, we are pragmatic, both chambers. And unfortunately, and I'm not pointing fingers, but there was a bit of a lag due to the unforeseen and very unfortunate circumstance that one of your senators had with the imminent passing of his father and some other circumstances. When you don't have members in their seats, you can't pass legislation, and so it slows things down. That was unforeseen.
Sure, and
So to that extent,
sure.
there were some very, you know, almost perfect storm weather forecasts that came up because of that circumstance.
Let me go back to what I said earlier, that there is a process piece here that needs to change. We all agree upon that.
Yes.
And Tony, it's not going to do us any good, because I could, the umbrance, that big word that you use. Umbrage. There were some things that you and I could debate upon when giving somebody the right to vote to form a union. I mean, I'm not going to get into that debate here, because nobody wins in this one, right? And this is personal. This becomes D.C. politics, and everybody in Minnesota that I talk to is sick and tired of D.C. politics. So, having said that, I think those the 3 days of the special session, it was almost like back in the day when you had Roger Moe. They would bring a bill, table that bill, and then people would go off and have their discussions and work some things out. And yet, could we have done something differently? Absolutely. Should Tony Lauria have been part of the discussion? Because you know that lapse that was in there. There was some issues within Health and Human Services, and you know, but we learned from that, and we say, okay, things actually got done in that special session because the conversation was here. Why couldn't that have happened prior to that when, again, and I will say at 10:30 at night when I saw these conference committee reports coming in that were passed, I'm going to go back. I'm not going to point fingers,
Yeah.
Tony, please, and Michelle, but I'm going to say this. We can do a better job of
Yeah.
doing that for the people of Minnesota, and
I
we
will-
all agree to that.
I will tell you the level and intensity of collaboration. Okay, the Human Services bill, we thought could be engrossed, and people can look up what that means, in 12 hours. It took 24. That
No, absolutely.
significantly slowed things
Like
down.
5 days
But
typically.
then there were two provisions that we were told the governor would veto the Human Services bill over. At 1 o'clock in the morning, the governor took a phone call and cleared up those two provisions. One, he absolutely wanted out. The other one could stay in. That's the level. There was no sort of, I'm going to hold my breath until somebody gives in. It was, we're going to talk about this. We're going to take things off the table that really upset each other, and we're going to pass these bills. And so 1 o'clock on Friday morning, the governor was talking to us, and the DFL was looking over the bills. And no, it wasn't perfect, but I tell you, there was no game playing. It was, we're going to take this seriously. We're going to get this done. It took longer than we wanted to, but the governor was serious from the Saturday before the end of session until that Friday morning at 3:30 when we passed the
So let's
last bill.
take that example, and you raised the question earlier about the
2 minutes.
timelines. I'm sorry.
No.
I think you go beyond May. If you're going to start in that February, March, we look at June, July, and then we can get rid of that. That'll give us that extra time that's talking about, just throwing that back out there.